What is benevolence, if not the light that tempers strength, the hand that builds where another would destroy? It is the force that moves not out of obligation, not for reward, but from the quiet certainty that aid to another is to affirm one's own purpose. Benevolence is not charity, nor is it pity. It is the recognition that the uplifted hand strengthens both who gives and who receives. It is the steady flame that warms without burning, the wellspring that quenches without depletion. Benevolence is the great sustainer, the bridge between isolation and unity. It asks nothing and yet grants all. It does not seek recognition, for its worth is not measured in acknowledgement. It does not beg reciprocation, for its reward is found in the act itself. Benevolence is not weakness, nor is it a debt to be collected. It is the natural extension of strength, the choice to wield power with wisdom rather than dominion. To master benevolence is to understand that kindness is not currency, nor is it a transaction to be weighted. It is to offer without tally, to aid without resentment, to give not because one must, but because one can. A man who walks in benevolence is neither fool nor martyr. He is one who sees beyond the self and acts accordingly. He does not diminish himself in his giving, for true benevolence does not deplete. It multiplies, binding men to one another in quiet, unshakable accord. Yet let us not mistake benevolence for indulgence. There are those who would exploit its nature, who would demand its gifts without gratitude or restraint, but benevolence is not servitude. It does not bow to those who would twist kindness into a tool of control. To give without wisdom is not generosity, but folly. The wise do not reject benevolence because they fear weakness, but because they know that unchecked mercy can erode as surely as unchecked cruelty. Benevolence is the architect of civilization, the quiet force that sustains where conquest cannot. It fortifies bonds, tempers discords, and lays the foundation for what endures. It is neither naive nor blind, for true benevolence does not ignore darkness. It simply chooses to answer it with light. To reject it is to build alone. To embrace it is to forge something greater than oneself. Remember this, my children, benevolence is not your burden, but your gift. Let it not make you blind, nor allow others to make you so. In wisdom we find our discernment. In generosity we find our strength. And in the tempering of benevolence we find the self as it was always meant to be. Rise now with grace in your heart, and let not the world's hardship strip you of your light. For through benevolence we endure, we sharpen, and we prevail. A hand that gives is never truly empty. Keir Egan.